Go round up all of those paper worksheets and let's dump those old paper rubrics because it's time to automate your grading with Microsoft Forms. Hi, I'm Corinne Hoisington, and I'm the Director of Training Excellence at Fairchance Learning. And I'm looking forward to sharing with you how I've used Microsoft Forms in my classroom to really empower learning. This makes grading easy and simplifies the process for students. I really think Microsoft Forms can create a culture of collaboration and self-assessment. So let's take a look at this. I often use Microsoft Forms as a quick exit ticket to go over what they've learned today. So we're going to explore some ideas using Microsoft Forms in the classroom and even for surveys. It's self-grading and it's a quick way to find out if the students are connecting with the material. You can put in videos and graphs like this labeling a microscope. And it also works on any device, whether they have a PC, a Mac, a Chromebook, and any form factor, whether it's a laptop, a tablet, or a smartphone. Students can open Microsoft Forms on their mobile device, and the entire layout is responsive to the smaller form factor. One of my favorite things to do with Microsoft Forms is to use it for flipped learning and blended learning. For example, I create a Microsoft form with a video, and they can watch the video before class and answer the questions below. I can embed a YouTube video or an image or even PowerPoint slides. I can then pose questions that check for understanding about the video. Students can complete the questions as they watch the video. And again, it doesn't matter if they watch it on a computer or on a mobile device. In my class, I like to use the formal assessment of asking the students to list their learning takeaways. In other words, what are the most important takeaways from today's lesson? I can then share these with the rest of the class. Microsoft Forms helps me facilitate lists like this that combines the approach of soliciting feedback and allowing every student to have a voice within my classroom community. So let's get started making our first Microsoft form. Open your browser and head to office.com and log in with your school credentials. You'll notice over here on the left that I can open Microsoft Forms. I can also open Microsoft Forms by going to forms.office.com. As we open Microsoft Forms, we have a choice. Do we want a new form or a new quiz? Well, a form can be used to collect feedback, maybe from parents, conduct surveys, accept, field trip signups, and even peer collaboration. But a quiz is usually for assessment. For example, to see how much the students learned and provide some instant results and feedback. We could conduct a quiz or even a test. I really like it as an exit ticket at the end of class. In fact, let's create an exit ticket by selecting New Quiz. I can add all types of questions here. For example, I could have multiple question types, including choice, quiz, text, rating, and date. I can easily embed YouTube videos and images throughout the text. Let me call this exit ticket for the geography lesson. Now, I want to make this graphical and interesting, so I'll click over here to insert an image. Now, what's great about these images, as I type in geography today, it gives me Creative Commons images that are okay to use anywhere without worrying about copyright and not respecting others' rights. So this is actually using the Bing search engine to find all types of images. In addition to these images, I could download something from my OneDrive or even from my local computer. Today's geography lesson focused on Italy. So let me see if I can find the perfect picture. Oh, this looks great. I can select it, click Add, and voila. In just a second, we'll see our image. Perfect. Next, let me enter a description. I've typed my description to shine brightly by sharing your knowledge about the beautiful country of Italy. Now, before I start typing my questions, let me change up the theme. Let's make this as beautiful, maybe as the topic we're talking about. So in my grade 4 class today, let me get a little creative. Oh, wouldn't this be perfect? Since we're talking about Italy and maybe even the great food, I think this theme will work. You can select various themes or even upload your own themes to make something beautifully custom. Let's start off with an easy question, I think. I'm going to click Add New, make it multiple choice, but notice text, rating, a date and time, maybe history, even ranking, a Likert scale, and even a Net Promoter Score. But let's stick with a radio button here for options in a multiple choice. I'm going to ask, what is the capital of Italy? I can type in as many options as I'd like. I can simply click Add Option. Let me start out with Madrid. By the way, wrong answer, but beautiful as well. And the second item, oh, look here. It's giving me little pop-ups to select to maybe make this question more interesting. So I could pick Rome. And let's see, that is the right answer, obviously. Now I'm going to check this to show that it is the correct answer so that Microsoft Forms can do the auto grading for me. Now, I really want to congratulate students who get this right. So I can click this message bubble that responds to the students that if they select this answer, what do I want to say? Let me give them a quick bravo, way to go, to motivate them as they move on. Now let me add a few more options. As I add options, look, the computer's giving me some ideas. You could use these or type in your own. But I think Milan would be a great one. And let me add another option. Ooh, let's go with Berlin. And again, you can select as many of these as you want. I'm going to assign this question with 10 points for the calculation of the final grade. In addition, I'm going to come back up to my original question, what is the capital of Italy? And look, I can also put an image here. So I can insert any type of media like an image or even a video. I love the idea of putting a video here to learn more about Italy. So this was designed for kids. This will work perfectly. Next, I'm going to include a question that has something with mathematics. So I'm going to add a new question with text. I want to ask how many calories would a student consume if they ate 3 slices of delicious Italian pizza, figuring in about 210 calories per slice. I've typed in the question and, of course, added an image to make them, well, quite hungry, right? Now, I want to share with you where you can add mathematical symbols. In this question, let's go down to these 3 dots. Anytime you see 3 dots in a Microsoft product, there's something really cool hiding behind it. So let me click these 3 dots and select, oh, look at this, math. When I add math, it changes this to enter an equation. When I click enter an equation, look what happens, all these great mathematical symbols. Now, some of these are not going to be perfect for grade 4, but boy, are they going to be perfect for upper level math. But I'm going to type in a hint here. I'm going to write hint, colon, 3 slices of pizza times 210 calories per slice. I think this will be a great hint, okay? The students will be able to enter the answer here. These answers could be typed in and automatically checked, or sometimes the teacher may have to go back in if it's a more descriptive answer. But in my case, the answer is going to be 630. So I can click Add Answer and type in 630, and it can check the question for me. Perfect. I've added one more question that could be more collaboration or share question, and this will be great to start my class tomorrow. On your dream vacation to Italy, name 3 historical attractions you would love to see. Now, I don't think there'll be enough room here to answer all of that, so I'm going to change this to a long answer. And if this were a survey, I could make all of these questions required. In other words, they wouldn't be able to skip past it. After you complete your questions, let's take a look of what the student's going to see on their side. I can do that by clicking Preview in the top toolbar. And you can see what it would look like on a computer like this. And I love that it works on mobile devices as well. Look at this, everything laid out perfectly, and the video even plays here really well. Perfect. Let's go back. And how would you go about sharing this? Well, click Send, and then anyone with this link can respond. Simply click Copy and place it in your learning management system, in your Teams conversations, or anywhere that the students can quickly respond. You can even design a quick QR code as your exit ticket so they can hold up their devices, open the camera to link to this quiz. I could even quickly email it out to students as well. Microsoft Forms saves automatically, so we're ready to send out the link to everyone. When the students open their exit ticket in any device, there'll be these 3 dots on the right, and when I click them, we can enable the Immersive Reader. Let me show you what that is. The Immersive Reader displays as a black book with a blue audio. Let's click that. So if some of our students are a little challenged with reading, we can actually have it read to them. Let's take a listen.
Exit ticket for the geography lesson. Shine brightly by sharing your knowledge about the beautiful country of Italy.
I love that. And you can change the speed. Today, we know that 1 in 5 students has some form of dyslexia, whether they know it or not. And regardless, the Immersive Reader can increase retention and comprehension skills. In fact, it has skills that allow me to turn on the nouns, verbs, adjectives, and show labels. And it even has a picture dictionary. For example, when I click on shine or brightly or geography, I'm seeing some images. I also like that I can change this entire document to another language. Let's say French.
Billet de sortie pour la leçon de géographie. Brillez vivement en partageant.
Fantastic, yes? And we can get back to our quiz. As I go to answer it, I've selected Milan. Yeah, that's not right, but I want to show you what the responses will look like. And let's say I get this math question right, 630. And in addition, let's come down and put in the 3 things I want to see. Of course, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, the Colosseum, and the Pantheon. Let me submit. And after the students submit their assignments, at any time, I can see the responses of my students, even open them in Excel. see all of their questions and answers, and this will be a great way to start a conversation and collaboration and hear the voices of my students. Enjoy Microsoft Forms.